Figurative Language PowerPoint by Jose and Adrian. We got symbolism. So an example of symbolism in the Telltale Heart was, I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye. In the story, this is a symbol that represents evil. The reason the narrator gives for committing his deed is the eye and how it drove him mad. Oxymoron, okay? So an example of oxymoron is disease had sharpened my senses. So typically, a disease is supposed to dull the senses, but in this case, it did the opposite. Examples would be big baby. Babies are small, but it says he's big. Alone, together. Together doesn't mean alone, but they kind of fit together. So that's an oxymoron. It's kind of two words that are kind of the opposite and have the opposite meaning, but fit together. We got simile. Okay, an example of simile in this story was sew and open until a simple dim ray like the thread of a spider. So what a simile is when you compare two things using like or as, and so the narrator compares the light ray to a spider's thread, conveying the true accuracy of the narrator. Metonymy. So metonymy is when you kind of refer to something by its characteristic. We see on this thing, I swear loyalty to the crown. What it really means is I swear loyalty to the king. So an example is, I undid it so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. So he doesn't see the old man by an old man, but he characterizes the old man by his eye. So he doesn't really look at the old man by what he is.
Hyperbole, for it was me, not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. Hyperbole is when you're basically exaggerating, like trying to eat a horse or something being the size of a pea. Edgar Allan Poe used hyperbole to convey the man's pale blue eyes causing a great disturbance to the narrator, proclaiming the eyeball as evil. Personification. I knew that he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. When he had turned in the bed, his fears had been ever since growing upon him. By describing the fear as growing, fear has gained human characteristics. Metaphor. A single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. A metaphor is comparing two things without using like or as. The narrator thought of the eye as a repulsive. The narrator thought of the eye so repulsive and compared it to a vulture eye. Juxtaposition. True, nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous. I have been and am. And then later in the story it says, hearken and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. In the beginning of the story, the narrator says he was nervous, but later he's supposedly calm, contradicting his first claim. That's you.
So we got a light totes, okay? So in the story, he says he was stone dead, his eye would trouble me no more. So this is kind of what a light totes is you can see on the example. What is that? You can see on the example. It says I've had worse. You kind of use a negative type of meaning, but use it in a positive way. So I use this one. Said he was stone dead, his eye would trouble me no more. Now this is pretty bad, the fact that the old man died, but in the story it's a good thing.
Man, this is fun. Sinodochi, a figure of speech in which a part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. I couldn't find one. There we go. You press play. You press that.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay.